As you begin watching this video, take a moment to think about what you enjoy about coaching adults and ways that adults influence your training program. My name is Kendall Harper, and I'm a student at the University of Georgia studying learning, leadership, and organization development. I specialize in adult education, and I'm a member of the UGA equestrian team. I've grown up in the reining horse industry, and I developed sliding education for adults for my master's program applied project. The main mission of this project is to develop a program that is available to NRHA adult members and NRHA professionals. This video segment highlights tips for NRHA professionals. I developed the program so NRHA professionals can share training and coaching tips they find helpful, display resources and recommendations from sponsors, and so I can explain and teach viewers about various adult teaching methods. The mission of this program is to promote adult education in the saddle and beyond. As an NRHA professional, you probably spend a lot of time coaching and working with adults during lessons and horse shows. Your years of experience and relationships you built with your clients impact your coaching techniques and communication strategies. Even if you think you're an effective coach to the adult clients, I have a few tips supported by adult learning theories and practices that can benefit your training program and experience coaching adults. One of the first learning theories I think you should know about is self-directed learning. Self-directed learning's researcher, Malcolm Knowles, describes the process of self-directed learning in which individuals take the initiative with or without the help of others in diagnosing their learning needs, formulating learning goals, identifying human and material resources for learning, choosing and implementing appropriate learning strategies, and evaluating those learning outcomes. A key aspect of self-directed learning is that the learner takes responsibility and self-directs what and how something is learned. Adults participating in reining are great examples of individuals participating in self-directed learning, and the NRHA provides opportunities for adults to continue promoting their learning strategies and provides many opportunities for the members to connect with one another. All adult non-pro members of the NRHA who attend horse shows and lessons voluntarily participate in those events. There's nothing forcing the members to attend these events or forcing them to ride, and the learners take responsibility during the learning opportunities. Adult non-pro competitors are motivated, willing to learn, and plan their life circumstances around their learning endeavors.
I just retired about a year and a half ago, so I've got time to do this. And when I was working all the time, I would try to work 4 days a week or whatever at my job, and then I would come out on the weekends and spend quite a bit of time on the weekends and stuff out here. And I know some people have to come on the weekends, or if you get a free time during the week, that's the best time to come out.
The second adult learning aspect, transformative learning, is a learning process of making meaning of one's experience, and adult reining riders' actions represent transformative learning. Whenever an adult competitor attends a lesson with an NRHA professional, they are exposed to new knowledge and perspectives of learning with regards to riding reining horses. The competitors want to learn how, why, and what they must do in order to build their bond between the horse and rider connection, and how they can excel in the show pen. Most of the riders attend regular lessons, and during each lesson, they work on reining maneuvers, so the learning that takes place in the arena is transformative for the riders. When asked why they participate in reining, a common term that adult riders stated was camaraderie, and they enjoy the social aspect of the sport. The riders have a clear understanding of why they love what they do, and they make meaning of their riding experiences. The riders seek enjoyment, and they enjoy learning as a group, riding with a trainer, and they enjoy the friendships they build.
The camaraderie and everything at the shows and all that, it's real fun to go to the shows and be around people that enjoy doing the same thing I do and all that, and enjoy working with my horse.
The riders also reflect, question, and build upon the knowledge shared about each maneuver and aspects of showing their horse to the best of their ability. Transformative learning is a form of learning very much embedded in life experiences, and riding horses is a life experience. Building upon that, social cognitive learning theory highlights the idea that human learning occurs in a social environment, and observing others, People acquiring knowledge, skills, strategies, and attitudes are all examples that influence social cognitive theory. When a professional demonstrates on horseback and shows a client what to do, or asks another rider to demonstrate and tells the other rider to watch what that person is doing, this is social cognitive learning. Another example of this theory is when riders observe each other and then they try to mimic their training methods. These examples happen every day in the arena. The next theory I want to highlight is constructivism. Constructivism is less a single theory of learning than a collection of perspectives, all of which share the common assumption that learning is how people make sense of their experience. Learning is the construction of meaning from experience. When an adult rider performs a reining maneuver and makes a connection about movement and performance of the horse, they seek meaning in their efforts of practicing. Riders also create meaning from experience when they feel successful and accomplished from preparing and then perform a maneuver or pattern correctly. This is when professionals come into play. The professionals praise or critique the riders, and this affects how they view their experience and make connections as to what they did right and what they can improve on. Motivation has a direct correlation to adult education and learning. Motivation is the drive and energy we put in to accomplish something we want to do. Adult equestrian riders are highly motivated and eager to learn. Adult motivation to learn is affected by many variables and context, and most adult riders are internally motivated. Adult reiners learn and ride for the love of the intellectual challenge and desire to achieve mastery of maneuvers and practice for the satisfaction that it brings them. Understanding adults' motivation and factors that influence their drive can serve as valuable information that influences the effectiveness and helpfulness of any recommendations and suggestions you give them as a coach. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is the last adult learning theory I will share with you today. Maslow was a researcher that wanted to understand what motivates people, and he stated that people are motivated to achieve certain needs, and when one need is fulfilled, a person seeks to fulfill the next one, and so on. Maslow's hierarchy of needs addresses motivation, and the hierarchy represents a single continuum from basic needs to self-actualization. The needs are depicted as hierarchical levels within a pyramid. As a professional coach, you have an impact on guiding participants throughout the pyramid. Adults take care of the psychological needs such as food and water, but sometimes depend on trainers for safety needs such as a safe horse and protection devices such as a helmet. Trainers have a large influence on the psychological needs such as building friendships and making the riders feel accomplished. As a trainer, it's important to realize clients look to you for instruction and constructive criticism, but most people need praise and feeling of accomplishment. Even if it's a single sentence of saying that looks good while a client is circling, they sense the reward of doing something correctly, and that impacts their motivation in a big way. The top of the pyramid is self-actualization, and this is when self-fulfillment needs are met and someone achieves their full potential. This is what coaches aspire for their clients to reach, but it's important to realize it is a process to reach this desired state. Being aware of these adult learning theories and understanding how adults learn will benefit your business. Exploring adult learning theories helps educators adapt to adult learning styles and increase productive communication during coaching. These theories will also help you remember why adults participate in reining, and they are invested in the sport because they want to be. NRHA Professional's arena position influences the effectiveness of coaching too. There are multiple positions you may coach from: the ground, center of the arena, riding with clients, or even sitting in a judge's chair. No matter where you are shouting your arena voice from, it's important to always be loud and straightforward with messages towards adults while they are riding. There is also one new teaching tool that is becoming increasingly popular, and I believe it is worth looking into: trainer and rider headset pieces. Utilizing a headset speaker system allows a trainer to watch a rider from the comfort of wherever they choose and speak in a regular tone to the rider, and the rider can hear the message and instructions as if the trainer was riding in the saddle with them. The rider can also communicate with the trainer so they can ask questions during the lesson. This invention helps save and prevent a lot of frustration of communication between trainer and riders. It also helps save time during lessons and helps with timing of riding maneuvers and instructions. Companies make headsets with settings that you can speak to up to 5 people at the same time. Utilizing the headset tool has helped promote adult learning in the arena. The headset allows the riders to be more effective, and the trainer does not have to shout and yell the whole lesson. Herm Sherwin just started incorporating the headsets into his training program, and he speaks very highly of them.
It makes it easier for me to communicate with them in real time because I can sit there and softly talk like I am sitting right on the horse with them. And so instead of waiting for them to come around where they can hear me or yelling across the arena, we can just quietly talk about it as it's actually happening. So I think it makes it easier for them to learn.
Now that I've shared a few adult learning theories and practices with you, I hope the knowledge you gain will benefit you in your next lesson. If you have any great success stories or examples of your clients demonstrating aspects of the adult education theories, please share them with us. This resource is designed for the reining community, and everyone would love to learn from each other.